All right, let's see. Pick up where we left off here. As long as we don't get attacked by anything. All right, let's see. Oh, my controller is not working the way it's supposed to. What is up with that? Hang on a second, guys. Oh, I wonder if it's in, like, big picture mode or something. Did they do a patch? Hang on, my controller's not... There it goes. I apparently had to go out to Steam and come back in. Now it's working like it's supposed to. Okay. This outpost is going to take us a while, because I need the elven wood to build the rune table, which means I pretty much have to go all the way back to the elven quarter, which means coming back here. Man, that's a bit of a run. So I definitely need to take some, make sure we're full up on food. We need to eat another round of goodies before we head out. Oh, I did not mean to add 2 rations. Can you cancel one of the rations once it's been cooked? Nope, you cannot. All is indeed well, thank you very much. I'm not going to need to eat the meat. I'm just going to have to let that one rot. Okay. Everything is repaired. Essentially, I just need to make my way back. To the Elven Quarter, and I gotta go mine a bunch of wood. Now the problem is trying to remember how to get back there. I really don't remember. This will be fun. We're going on an adventure. How is it? Thoughts so far? I have an early thoughts video up on YouTube from a few days ago. You should definitely go check that out. That'll give you all the information you need to know about my early thoughts of the game. Okay, I do remember we go up here. There's going to be another outpost that we found. And then I remember we go up again. And I think... Did we just... Oh, hold on. No, it was right here, maybe.
There's something out there. Got away.
Oh no, it did not get away. You guys are right here waiting for me. Can I yeet you guys off the cliff?
Filthy dwarves.
I totally could. Bye-bye. I didn't want to fight you guys in the first place. That is awesome. I can't believe that worked. I just yeeted him off the cliff. Alright, that wasn't too bad to get back here. I got chopped down a bunch of wood. So essentially, the only thing I'm up here for is elven wood. So we just need to chop, chop, chop. And fill up on elven wood. I wonder if the trees respawn, or if these are a finite resource. Can I chop down these trees, or only the small trees? Oh, no, these ones can definitely be chopped down. Ooh, they take a lot more. Ooh, I don't even know if these are worth chopping down as much effort as they take. I might just leave that alone. We'll try it one more time. Nope. Alright, we're gonna leave that. I wonder if I just need a bigger and better axe to cut those down. Oh, I almost fell off. Ooh, that's a bigger tree. Okay. Now, I haven't been down in here, so I haven't explored these ruins. There's... The forge was down below. There's also something up here. Oh, I think this is just another way. Yeah, to get to the forge. Okay. Well, I've gathered a whole bunch of elven wood. That ought to be enough to at least build the table. Grab a bunch of this cabbage on the way back. Alright. Well, I'll know more if those trees respawn. I'll be able to cut down more of that, but I don't know if they respawn. So we will have to wait and see. Is the game offline or online? You can play it in both ways. You can play it offline, single player, which is what I'm doing.
Something's
Or you can play it online with your friends. It's entirely up to you. I am gonna want to take him out.
I need a better weapon for this.
No, you don't. You're fine. What's up, Deeks? On time this time.
Got away. Whatever it was. Quiet. I see prey ahead.
Let me go grab these shrooms around the corner. Alright. Inventory full. Uh-oh. What camp is under siege?
You'll not kill this dwarf.
Oh, hang on, they're all here. I need to go deposit this stuff. Hang on! Oh shit, they came through quick! How did he get through so quickly? Alright, there's one. No! That's a bunch! That's a bunch! Oh no! You bastards! You tore down my door! Oh no, that's a lot of fucking orcs, man!
We got orcs.
What happens if I die?
That's one more for me.
No, you're in here tearing up my shit! Now I'm tearing up my shit. Leave my stuff alone!
Grab that loot.
No, don't grab the loot!
Knock this one dead.
I'm like hitting my own stuff, I think, if I'm not mistaken. The siege has ended. Okay, so it's just a timed event? Are they gonna retreat, or do I have to...
To run to. That's all you got?
They're definitely still in here. My health is running low. I don't have any healing potions. Yet. Or bandages that I know how to make. Ow. I'm gonna die. Die and reawaken. What happens? Am I completely naked? Did they despawn? Alright, that's the first time that's happened. Okay. The first thing I have to do is I have to build a new door. Wooden stone. Simple door. That was the only thing they destroyed, right? I think. Okay. Not sure what a rune table allows me to do. No, it's your typical survival crafting game as far as I'm aware. So it's just, you know, you drop all your stuff. Like, I woke up naked. I don't think I had any gear on. I actually didn't check, to be honest with you, because I died right there, so I wasn't really like paying attention. But I definitely, all my gear, like I woke up in a different set of clothing, so I'm assuming all my gear was on my corpse. Select a rune. Well, here's an item. Orcbane Iron Sword requires 3 sapphires. Its wide arc slashes small groups of enemies. Charge for a bonus against a single foe. Bonus damage against orcs glows when they are near. Oh, so I can make like a glowing... Oh, well, I've got... Not here. I don't have sapphires here. I have a whole bunch of sapphires back at the other camp. But none here. Yeah. Take his loot! Oh, they did break down a wall here, didn't they? Why can't I place that? It says red for some odd reason. Well, I can put it there and they just can't get through the tiny little hole. Rats can get through there, though. Okay, clear the table. I know I have a bunch of sapphires back at the first camp, but that's a long way away. I'm not running all the way back to the first camp. I need to figure out where to find black diamonds so that I can start setting up my fast travel. Tripbox says, started playing this last night and enjoying it so far. Nice. Oh, I may need to log into Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, guys. There's a 1 year anniversary outfit for Indiana. A free Pankit Palace outfit from the films. We might have to go grab that. I gotta remember to do that. I need to remember to go log into Indiana Jones. And the Great Circle. You know, I'm undecided, Deeks. From a brand perspective, I really should, because you get good views when you stream events. But I have to I then have to spend a whole bunch of time afterwards clearing all the copyright claims, because every time I do one of those events, there's licensed music that gets used throughout the streams. All these game trailers use licensed music, and YouTube demonetizes my entire stream. So it's great to get the views, but I don't get any money from the views, because YouTube takes all the revenue and Twitch takes all the revenue, because um, it's copyrighted music and stuff. So the only way I make money streaming live events is if I somehow get a ton of memberships, or like a bunch of super chats on YouTube, and a bunch of like donations and bits and cheers and stuff over on Twitch. So it's a catch-22. It's like, if there's 500 people watching and a bunch of people are donating and everything else, then sure. But if it only is like 50 people watching and nobody's donating, and then I'm not going to make any ad revenue, because I have to then spend the next, like, because I get like 12 or 15 copyright dings, and all that revenue goes to the copyright holders. That's why I don't do live events very often, because it's a catch-22 of like, do I really want to sit here and hope that I'm going to get a big audience for the live event? Because if I don't get a big audience for the live event, I don't make any money for the 2 or 3 hours that I sit here and go live, and I could be making money doing other things like making a guide or clipping shorts. And so I'm very much from the perspective of, if I can make money while I'm doing it, great. If I can't make money while I'm doing it, no. And I don't ever beg for, I mean, anybody who's been here for any length of time, I never, ever, ever ask, like, come on, guys, super chat, come on, guys, do memberships, come on, guys. But I mention that in the perspective, in the context of why I don't often stream live events, because it's just a nightmare from a copyright perspective. Yeah, because everybody and their brother will use licensed music during their game trailers for those big awards shows. And so I can go and clear all of the copyright claims, but YouTube takes anywhere from 2 to 6 hours to clear each claim. I have to manually ask them to clear each claim, and the entire time that I'm waiting, all of the ad revenue from that video is going towards other people. And so it's like, I don't make any money for the live event, and I don't make any money for the time it takes me to clear the 15 to 20. And by that point, it could be 2 to 3 days for those live events. It takes me 2 to 3 days to clear all the copyright claims. By the time I'm 3 days out from the event, nobody gives a shit about that live stream anymore. Nobody's watching that video, and so I've lost all the revenue from that event, if that makes sense. So that's why I don't often stream the live events. Now, big streamers like Asmongold and Co Carnage and those guys, they're getting, they've got 15, 20,000 subscribers who are paying to be there, and they get all these renewals and everything else while they're there. So it makes sense for those guys to do the live events. But when you're a small guy like me, I mean, I don't think there's, I think the only event that I've ever made money on was when I live streamed the Dawnwalker reveal. When Dawnwalker did their very first reveal, I had like, and this is what, last year or the year before, I had like 650 people watching between YouTube and Twitch. This is before I was streaming on Kick and TikTok. I had like 650 people watching, and I made a couple $100 for the time that I was live for that. And the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 co-streams, I made money on those because neither one of those used licensed music. So I was able to monetize, I was able to earn ad revenue while I was co-streaming those events. But any of the award shows or like the Xbox Game Pass, not Game Pass, but the Xbox showcase they do in like March, Gamescom, um, the Game Awards, all of those big multi like PlayStation State of Play events, those ones, all of those ones, they like 99% of the time they use licensed music in all their trailers, so that makes it really difficult to co-stream them. But the catch 22 of that is like you tend to get, generally speaking, you'll get a good audience when you do it. So I might. We'll see. Right, that's the thing. Like for me, it it I can spend an hour to make a guide, which will make me anywhere from, you know, $50 to $250. Um, and so in the time, you know, I could stream the Game Awards for 3 hours, or I could spend 3 hours, make three guides or three videos that are going to make me several $100s, versus, you know, doing something that might not make me any money because of all of the monetization issues that I'm going to have with um, clipping out all of the copyright stuff later on. It's annoying. It really is annoying. That is a good clippable video though. Deke said I've followed you for a long time and you've never asked once. No, I don't. I don't think I ever ask live. I do have a commercial slot in my anything that's over 10 minutes long. I put that when I do an upload, like a guide or something. There's a my insert, my commercial insert. I've still got a beard in that video. I do the call out to the followers and channel members, and I say thanks for your support, and then follow along here, blah blah blah. I think that's the only time I ever actively, and I just anything that's over 10 minutes long, I'll put that ad insert in there. But live, I don't think I did used to ask for it when I first got it going. When I was like my first year of streaming, I used to have on screen. I would have daily goals. Um, because I was hungry back then. Like I was trying to break in, man. And you gotta, if you don't, if you don't ask, you won't ever receive. Like, like there is truth to that. Like, um, so in the first year of streaming, like I had an on-screen thing that said like daily goal, and I would have goals of like $50 a day or $100 a day, whatever the goals were, depending on what I wanted to make that week. And I would definitely do like random. Don't forget to super chat. Don't forget to blah blah blah. I haven't done that in years though. I think that I only did it during the first year I streamed. Um, and I wasn't even streaming full time back then. I was just randomly streaming a couple hours a day in between video production. But ever since the ad revenue has paid my bills, which has been 3 years. Oh man, when did I start? I think June of 2023 was when I have to go back and check the timeline, but I'm pretty sure it was like whenever Baldur's Gate 3 came out in 2023, I think. Um, yeah, so June of 2023 was the month that I started making more than I needed to pay the bills through ad revenue alone. So I think it was like the end of 2022 was when I stopped asking for donations and stuff. And in 2023, I don't know if I asked at all during that year, but I definitely know that I haven't ever done any sort of like on-screen begathon type things while I've been live ever since I got to the point where the ad revenue paid the bills. Lucas, what are you crying about, buddy? Um, because yeah, it's like at this point, it's been 2.5 years. Well, all of 2023, no, 3 years, I guess. June 23, 2024, June of 2024, June of 2025. Yeah, 2.5 years of like the ad revenue pays for everything and puts money in the bank. And then all of the subscriptions and stuff from Twitch and all of the YouTube channel memberships and the Patreon and the book sales, the merch revenue and all that stuff, that goes towards the savings and stuff pays for things like, oh, I'm going to buy a new laptop, I'm going to upgrade, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, put a new roof on the house, you know, buy another piece of property. Like I mean, it's amazing to me, and shout out to everybody who tunes in and everything else, but it always comes back to, I always get a chuckle out of the people who come in and say, there's no way you're making money. You're only getting 200 views on your videos. You're only getting, and it's like, yeah, but I publish like, some videos get 200 views, some videos get 2,000 views, some videos get 20,000 views. Some of them don't get any views for 6 months, and then suddenly the algorithm picks it up and they get 15,000 views 6 months down the road. Like if those haters don't know how this works at all, because the vast majority of my revenue comes from ad revenue, from YouTube. Twitch was a much bigger portion this year, and in January, I'll be doing a big analytics report for all of our channel members on YouTube. I'll be doing that analytic report, the end of the year analytical report. But I can already tell you, like 2025, I made thousands of dollars more on Twitch than I did the previous year. And so Twitch became a major contributor this year. I don't know that I broke $10,000 on Twitch this year, but I think it's mid to high. I would have to go. I haven't looked in a few months, but I know it's mid to high five figures. So, making a few $1,000s extra, several $1,000s extra on Twitch this year was something that didn't happen last year. So the numbers this year are already better than they were last year. And all that's ad revenue. Like that's the majority of that is ad revenue. And then we had, I think it was June when Dune Awakening came out, they had that big support a creator thing where if you donated like if for every 2 subscriptions you got like a in-game outfit or something, and we got like 300 subscriptions in June, which did contribute a huge chunk. I think we made like $1,000 off of subs that month, which made me sit up and go, oh shit, like Twitch is actually starting to actually make money, which was nice. But YouTube is still probably, I mean, it's definitely skewed lower. I mean, up until last year, YouTube was like 85%. And I think this year it definitely is more like probably 60% of the revenue, maybe 70%. I don't know how far it dropped, but other things came in. Like we added a merch store. Twitch made more money this year. The Patreon had some annual subscribers. So yeah, I mean, it all at the end of the day evens out. But yeah, it always makes me chuckle when people are like, "There's no way you're making money," and it's like, you don't know how to do math. It'll be really interesting to see when I can get TikTok monetized, and then if I can ever get Kick monetized. Because supposedly the Kick revenue is much better than Twitch and YouTube, but it takes a lot to get to the point where you can earn ad revenue. And I did not get grandfathered in, so I have to grind my way up on Kick, and it's probably going to be... I'll be surprised if I get monetized by the middle of next year over there. Might happen. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Oh, yeah. I don't... What is this? I think that was the overlay that I accidentally toggled on. Okay. I need a black diamond. Alright. Oh, do I have enough to open that chest? Oh, I need a bellows. I need steel ingots. Jesus, do I have to go back to that other forge, or can I make them here now? And I need hides, which I don't have any hides. Steel ingots. Can I craft steel ingots here? I can. Yes, the new indie outfit looks great. I need to go claim that. I don't think I need to go check. I don't know if I uninstalled it off my Xbox or if I moved it into storage, but I'll want to reinstall it to go claim that. To go claim that outfit. I really do. I do love Indiana Jones, and I will happily play that game a third time at some point down the road. I had a great time through both playthroughs of that game, and that's one I would happily go back and do again because it's a nice, easy, like 30 hours. It's extremely linear. It's super fun. Um, I just cherish that game. That was a great game and a great DLC. And Troy Baker deserves to win all the awards for his performance as Indiana Jones, for sure. Let's see here. What are these things? I need hides. Hides are found from... I don't know if I can find hides on these. Oh, you know what I should make is a workbench, because someone said I could make a bow and arrows, and I'm going to need those to kill, like, those critters to get hides and stuff, so... I can now make an adventurer's pack, which means more... Okay, hold up. I got a whole bunch of goodies I can make now. Definitely want to make a hunting bow. Definitely want to make some arrows. Ooh, I can make a helmet? Emits light without a torch? Hell yes! Does it replace the other one I have, though? I need hides to make the adventurer's pack. So, I'm going to be on the hunt for hides. I'm totally making this helmet. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm definitely not wearing a hat. Equip? Oh, I don't need a torch anymore! I don't need a torch anymore! Okay, let's... put that here. Can those stack? No. But I have to equip them like that. Okay, the head torch is frickin' awesome. I wonder if I need to, if it has a fuel thing or if it just stays on. Aim or fire. Let's see if I can just, like... Pretty sure there was a deer over here. Because now I need to go hunting. I need hides. I need lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of hides. But I'm genuinely curious how this works, if I have to aim or if the target lock is going to work. Here, there's some spiders up ahead. Let's see if this works. Oh, it's not going to target lock. Oh, yes it is. No, it isn't. No, it's definitely not. Oh. Oh shit, that's a lot of spiders. Dude, it does a ton of damage, I'll tell you that much. However, it does not target lock. Uh-oh, is something attacking my base back here? So the bow is interesting. Not a fan of the fact that it doesn't lock. So there is a target locking system, but the bow does not lock. What is that? And oh my god, is it a little... Oh, it's like... Oh my god, that's gonna take a while to get used to. Holy shit, I'm gonna waste so many arrows. No, no, get on your shield, get on your shield, get on your shield.
I need a better weapon for this.
Die, you filthy spider! Yeah, I'm not a fan of the bow. I feel like I just wasted a bunch of elven wood. The headlamp's pretty dope, though. That's a huge upgrade. I definitely feel like I'm not gonna use that bow, though. Not getting around there, that's for sure. Well, in order to make the key, I'm gonna have to get hides, so I'm guessing I'm gonna have to go back to the Elven Quarter. Because there's the bears over there, and those, like, wolf things. What was over here? I don't know that I've ever... The torch definitely gives way more light, though, than just the headlamp. But for general, like, running around, that headlamp is pretty freaking awesome. Belloc says the bow is really only good for cheesing trolls. Yeah, it doesn't feel... At least on controller. I think maybe on mouse and keyboard. Oops, I just... No, no, no. Stop it. Stop it! Close the fucking door. Stop taking the copper. I feel like without any sort of target lock on the controller, that's a waste in arrows and just a lesson in futility. Maybe on mouse and keyboard you have better control over that, but I feel like on the controller that sucks. Well, I guess we're gonna need to rest up and go back to the Elven Quarter. I don't think so, Deeks. I don't think I saw anything like that in the menu, in the options. Let me go double check. Button mapping, controller. The aim sensitivity could definitely be cranked way down, probably. Yeah, I don't see any options that would allow me to. The only thing I might want to do is like crank down the aim sensitivity because it was like all over the place. Um, that might be the only thing, but yeah, there's no like target locking. Because there is a target lock, but it only appears to work for melee. Which sucks. I really love the way they do it in Enshrouded, by the way. Enshrouded does it very well, because in Enshrouded, a target lock is a target lock. So it doesn't matter if you're melee or ranged, you're going to shoot at the target if you're locked onto the target. And I am so grateful for games that do that. If you're going to give me a target lock, then make it fucking work for every weapon in the game. Don't make it work for just, like, one weapon. Please make it work for everything. If I chuck a grenade and I have a target lock, it should be chucking it at the target. I also need to go check that other camp that I have because I may have some hides over there. I don't even see where I can make 10. Unless I have to build... You see the lights flickering? I may be about to lose power. Usually when that happens, it's because... this is the part of living in the middle of nowhere. I was telling the story the other day about being on the 110. So we have a saturation of electricity. Like, it's too saturated where we live. Like, there's too many people on the same grid, and it's 20-year-old transformers. I have a guy across the street. He's on the other side of the church who uses he's got a welding machine. And then the church right now, there's workers in the church. That flickering right there is someone turned on a welding machine. So they're doing some soldering with the welder. That's the welding machine. And it's pulling all the juice from the grid. Living in the boonies. This is one of the reasons we're hoping to get some rewiring done this spring and hopefully get transferred over to the 220 network, and theoretically the 220 network is not going to have that problem. Theoretically. It's not that big of a deal until he blows the transformer, which has happened a few times.
I need a better...
What's up? Yeah, Frodo's right here in bed. I don't know where Smeagol is, honey. Oh my god, there's spiders everywhere. I just wanted to go to the Elven Quarter and you guys aren't going to let me. See, the target lock works great. The problem is, it doesn't work for shit with the foe. I'm gonna have to, oh my god, there's more. I'm gonna have to move this away from the door, because every time I come in and turn around and try to close the door, It immediately grabs the bronze ingots. Or copper ingots, whatever those are. Alright, do I really need the bow? Probably not, but... see if I can make it out of here without triggering all those spiders. Sounds like me first thing in the morning.
Moria's ours.
You say that like you mean it, but I don't know that you can defend it. Because I am a mighty dwarf. Alright, I know the bears. I'm not sure if the other things in here drop hides. I know the bears do. Oh, those trees have not respawned. I don't know if maybe they respawn later, but they definitely didn't respawn in the short time that I was here. I hear it. There it is. The bear took a lot of hits last time to kill. I don't feel like my... okay, I guess I can block those attacks. These ones I cannot. Alright, those ones I can block. 3-3, block. 1-2-3, block. 1-2-3, block. Duck. 1-2-3, block. 1-2-3. Okay, so that's a pretty rote fight once you figure out the routine. I don't know how many hides I just got off that. 4. That's enough to build the bellows. I think I only needed 5. But since we're here, let's see if these things give me any hides. I think they only give me hide scraps. Oh, what happened? Am I not? That is a hide scrap. I think these guys only drop hide scraps. That being said, I do have a little hideout over here where I have a chest. And I may have some more hides in here. That one doesn't work. Alright, I'll take the meat. Take the arrows. Ooh, a sapphire. I'll take the sapphire. Oh! Do those arrows not stack? Ah, they're elven arrows. Thus my confusion. Come on, get over there to the tab. Thank you. I can't remember if those are gonna work over there or not. Hide scraps. I don't need hide scraps. I only got one. I will take the steel ingots though. Oh, I never noticed there was a statue here. Definitely let's take the time to rebuild this really quick. I never noticed that right there. I need 20. Oh, I don't have any inventory space. We're going to make some inventory space really quick. Alright, let's go find me some stone to destroy. No. I need something like stone to blow up or something. Yeah, like this right here. Rock! Trying to avoid getting the coal right now. Alright, there we go. Oh, just get off. Get off! You know, you stupid dwarf! Alright, where was that statue at? Semi, I had never seen it before. Where did it go? There it is. Yay, elven arrows, which I will never use. I feel so blessed.
Quiet.
Yeah, like
I
these
see
things
clearly
right
ahead.
here, I think drop hides as well, but I don't have a... Like, I think the only way to get these is with a bow.